What's up, y'all? It's the Delaware Assassin. I'm hanging out with Justin, and we are at Rack's Bar and Billiards. I want to tell a little story about the joint. You guys have seen Delaware Mike's version of, the history of combat zone wrestling coming here to Dover, Delaware, but I'm here to tell you how it really went down and who was involved in making it happen, and that was me. So I'm in Philadelphia, it's a CZW show. I overhear John Zandig telling his wife that he needs to get back to Delaware because he wants to do this tournament of death. And I'm overhearing this conversation with John, and I'm telling my boy, yo, he's trying to get back to Dover. So I told Steve C, I'm gonna go holler at him. So I went over and I introduced myself to John. I told him I live in Dover and my friend had this bar down here and he wanted to have some professional wrestling take place because he knew that me and Steve and Delaware Mike, or basically me and Delaware Mike, were going to these combat zone wrestling shows in Philadelphia, and and they wanted to come back. We all know the history of CZW, the Fire Hall in Smyrna, the Breakaway in Cheswold or Smyrna as well, and then Froggy's Bar by the Air Base, and then Rack's Bar and Billiards right here in Dover, Delaware. So anyway, John meets me here. We go inside. I introduce him to Jimmy Kozel, and they go in the office and they negotiate a deal to do 6 shows here at Rack's Bar and Billiards. 3 shows in 2002 and 3 more shows in 2003. Now, when we got here, John busted out a measuring tape. First thing he wanted to do was measure the height of this peak right here. If you want to pan to the peak, you can show him the peak, which is right over here. So we got a measurement there, and then we walked over here, and right above these windows, we took another measurement. And I believe it was like 18.5 feet, almost 20 feet up to the top. And he wanted to do his mother effing bomb off the top of this roof. So he decided that they were gonna stack some tables up right here. 2 high, set down top, a set up top. And John gets up on the roof with Sick Nick Mondo. They come off the roof. Right there's where John stepped. He stepped right on that crease where it's rusty a little bit and he bent the gutter. They came straight down through the tables right here and the crowd went absolutely fucking nuts. There was about 850 people in this parking lot with the ring setting right here. Pretty much had the ring right here in the middle with all the commentators and the speakers directly behind Justin. This is where John House and Eric Gargiulio sat. And matter of fact, during the match with Chris Cash, and I can't remember who his partner was, but it was against, I believe, Trent Acid and Johnny Cashmere. Well, they had a match. During that match, I was up here on the podium or on this platform with Ruckus, listening to Ruckus and John House and them talk about the match. So this is also the exact spot where Wife Beater Chokenstein or choke slammed Necro Butcher right into the chairs right here in this spot right here.
Here we go! No! He's got him out! Wife Beater lands on his feet! Oh!
Down on the end was the locker room door. We came out on this end right here, including myself for the Havoc and Delaware show. You guys saw that match between me and Steve C. But this was the spot right here where we came out to the ring. So this was our locker room. They didn't do really much to make it, extravagant. I think they just hung a black cloth up over the doorway. They might have put their CZW logo over top. I really can't remember. I'd have to watch some old videos, but this is a famous, historical landmark in professional deathmatch wrestling. Combat zone wrestling, I think they exploded, really, after the TOD. I think from the TOD on, well, really from CZW 3 on, they were doing great. But that TOD was absolutely insane. It took place right here. Now, Mike tells you about Nick Mondo and Homeless Jimmy coming off of the Ryder truck. The truck did sit right here. There were tables stacked right here for them to take the bump on when they came off the rooftop. Straight through the fucking tables. People everywhere, the place was popping. It was fucking totally awesome. And if you watch that video, when Homeless Jimmy gets up and he shakes off all the glass, he heads over to this door to go in the locker room. You're gonna see me open up the curtain for him to come through. Boom. Anyway, that's just a little bit about the place. I mean, we all know the history about it. Those that came here and seen these events in 2002 and 2003, you guys know what this place is, man. So a lot's changed. It's still empty. My boy still owns this piece of property. If I wanted to run a show here, I could probably get access to this building to be able to run a show. I'm just putting that out there because Jimmy Kozel still owns this piece of property. So other than that, man, Havoc and Delaware took place here. I came out of these doors back in 2002, and about where Justin is standing is where DJ Hyde was standing behind the guardrail. As I started to make my way this way, when I got right about here, you can see me shake DJ Hyde's hand. Owner, Combat Zone Wrestling, Supermark. You know, man, I call him, what's that guy's name? Frankie McDonald. I think Frankie McDonald and DJ look alike. He's got a kiss on. Anyway, this is it, man. This is very historical. What's crazy is I watched Zandig come off that roof, and I watched him step on that gutter, and he bent that gutter. That fucking gutter is still bent from where he stood on it. This is the Delaware Assassin. This is the location for Combat Zone's Tournament of Death 1 and Tournament of F2. And the invasion with IWA and CZW started right here too. You know what I mean? It started up in that arena, but it flowed right here as well, where Ian came in with Corp, Necro. He came in with, what's the other dude's name that came out to the guitar music and stuff?
Nate Webb.
Nate Webb.
JC Bailey.
JC Bailey. All them cats were right here, man. And God rest their souls. Rest in peace, JC Bailey. Trent Acid. You know what I mean? Z-Bar. You know what I mean?
Justice Payne.
Justice Payne. A lot of guys bled here, including myself. I probably spilled the most blood in this parking lot on that one, historical day. So, but Justin, thank you for,
Real quick, let me ask you a question. How did it feel coming out them doors to a CZW crowd?
Man, let me tell you something, man. The experience and the goosebumps that I had standing behind there, knowing that there were 700 plus people out here just waiting to see me and Steve. I mean, because we had a lot of people behind Justin that were Dover. That whole backside behind Justin against that fence was a lot of Dover people. Yeah, right here. I mean, they had chairs set up. Matter of fact, Sean Hardy and Steve Grossman from DCW, another company that got started down here from my creation, my idea of starting an independent fed. Those guys jumped on it, and Delaware Championship Wrestling was born in February of 2003. With 3 more shows still to go that year here. So, yeah, I mean, it was awesome, man. If you watch the Havoc and Delaware video, you see me walking my way around the ring, and I'm holding the belt up and showing it to everybody. There was a lot of people here supporting what me and Steve C did, man. We helped promote the show. CZW had their following of 300, 400, 500 fans at that time. You know what I mean? But you add about another 150 to 200 people that were local, that people that we knew, people that come to this bar and hang out. We had a lot, so it was good to see the camera shot from that rooftop when they zoomed down here onto that crowd after Zandig and Nick Mondo came off that rooftop. You know what I mean? So I get goosebumps just standing here because it was a break for me, man. I just had a great time. After 2002, 2003 was kind of a bunk year. I didn't really do anything with CZW until 2004 for the Ultraviolence Student Battle Royal. That was my next appearance in Combat Zone for a show. And then, of course, the 7 years in Strong and all the shit that we did up in Philadelphia that I was part of as well, especially with the whole Hollywood Necro thing going on, the Dylan's Birthday Bash. I mean, I'm on a whole shitload of the DVDs that you can't even see some of that shit on the internet because I guess CZW has the rights to all that, so you got to go to their Combat Zone shit and hope you can find it. You know what I mean? I'm not saying they hate on me, but I can find maybe 1 or 2 of my matches, you know what I mean, on Combat Zone, so the newer stuff is there. Much of the old stuff that when Zandig was around, it's kind of hard to get that stuff. You got to order them DVDs if you want to see, all them shows. But I had a great time, and I thank Sean Hardy and the staff for 1CW. I'm going into the Hall of Fame here in Delaware on August the 6th in Houston, Delaware. I think bell time is 6:30, doors open at 5. It's at the Houston Fire Department. The information's on my Facebook wall. Justin, I have it on his wall by the end of the day. And come see me, man, because there's a little surprise that night. at the 1CW show in Houston, Delaware, and I think you guys would really enjoy it if you come out and check it out. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, I'm glad that we stopped here, man. I haven't been here probably in 2 or 3 years. I shot some video over there in the Home Depot parking lot, but I never really walked over here like Mike did. Mike's been here, I think, once or twice. Once with the baseball bat, and then I think he came back again with you, right?
It was us and Mickey Knuckles.
Or did you? Oh, so Mickey Knuckles came here too?
Yeah, we showed Mickey Knuckles.
Oh, what does she think? Because she'd never seen the place.
Yeah, no, she liked it. She enjoyed it.
That would have been cool to have Mickey. Mickey should have came in with IWA back then, but CZW didn't have no crazy, wild, ultra-violent female. You know what I mean? Until what? Maria Manic came along?
Maria Manic,
You know what I mean? And maybe LaFisto? She would have been like one of the girls, you know what I mean? Other than that, those are the only 2 girls that stand out in my mind that will actually go balls out and go crazy, man, and get a little juice. So, but, yeah, I bled buckets on this motherfucking asphalt right here, man, and I had a great time, and I hope you guys out there had a great time watching me do what I love to do, and that's entertain you guys out there that are CZW fans, now GCW fans. Mad props to my boy Lauderdale, man. You're really doing your thing, man, with that. I would love to do a GCW show one of these days, you know what I mean? But I don't stick around long enough. You know, my ass will be back in Los Angeles after Firefly. But anyway, thanks a lot, man.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you, Justin, man. And then I hope you guys enjoyed that little, story. If you have any questions about anything that took place here, put it in the comment section below. Hit that notification bell, smash that like button, and share the video with all your friends. Peace out.
Hey, thank you. And once again, congratulations.
Yeah.
We'll be there.
I'm ready. I can't wait. Come out August the 6th, man. It's going to be fun, man. Just come support me. If you ain't got shit else to do August the 6th, come on down to Houston, Delaware, man, and let's have some fun, man. You know what I mean? We'll just hang out, and I'll sign anything you fucking want free of charge. I won't even charge you for it. I'll just put my name on any picture you bring, anything you bring, I'll sign it.
You're the man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Come on, Eric, your favorite wrestler!
There he is, the Delaware assassin. How'd you like to stroll into Dover, Delaware with that belt? Talk about bragging rights.
Eric, I never even heard of that belt.
You know what belt that is. Why don't you do your homework around here and find out for me? John, this place is going nuts, nuts for the Delaware
I'm
assassin.
telling you, Eric, everyone is on their feet.
This is what it's all about, John. 2 guys that do not like each other one bit. You want to talk about rivalries? This is what a rivalry is all about. You thought Arnold and the Gooch was a rivalry on different strokes. This is what a rivalry is about here in Dover, Delaware.